Hello and welcome! Silrace here to talk about random things. As in, do spacefaring vessels need a word which universally means spacefaring vessel to everybody? But couple things before I get on track with that particular discussion. Firstly, the audio from this video is going on my Soundcloud page as well, so if you rather listen to this later instead of watching this YouTube video, I will leave the link to the Soundcloud in description below. And also, secondly, background footage there just for your distraction. It is some Star Citizen content I have used on my channel already, so if you watch my channel a whole lot, you probably have seen the content anyway. But let's get on track with the topic of the video. Now, my introduction to all sorts of space stuff essentially came with Warhammer 40,000 when I was like 9 years old, when I started painting the models and miniatures, right? Futuristic sci-fi setting with described space vehicles and travel and all that stuff. And later on, obviously, I watched Star Wars and then and things like Star Trek, and then games like TIE Fighter versus X-Wing, or what we have right now like Elite and Dangerous, and at the time of recording, obviously, or making this video, we have Star Citizen is in production, which I'm using for background because it seems to fit so very well for this discussion. Now, as I'm older, I give more thought to random things, and this is something I have had in my mind for quite some time, quite many years. Do we need a universal word which describes, for everybody, spacefaring vessel? The one single word. If you think about it, on the transportation methods we have in our world, we have a word which universally everybody recognizes as being a certain mode of transportation. Underground, metro, whatever you call it. Car, automobile. Everybody knows what that is. Motorcycle, bicycle, right? Do we need one of these words, finally, for spaceships, spacefaring vessels? I am sure this is a situation which resolves itself over time, while, humanity gets closer and closer to the fact that we can, travel in space the same way we are right now traveling with cars to get to work and back. So it will likely resolve itself out. But when it comes to all of these space games we have and so forth, I would frankly prefer if we already had a word instead of us calling them spaceships. Because if I am talking about a ship to somebody who is not into this space stuff, they obviously think that I am talking about a ship which travels on water, because that is what they understand as a ship. So I have to add that word, starship or spaceship,
Warning.
It's a descriptive word which is very much not necessary, in my mind. All we need is a universal word. Well, firstly it needs to be accepted by everybody as the universal word for them anyways, and so forth, but which everybody can understand as, okay, this is what we do. And it wouldn't be that difficult for NASA, for example, NASA guys, to coin this word. It's like, okay, let's start calling all of our star-going ships, the ones we send up into the space, into the stars, this way. And everybody would pick up on that. I mean, they are the big, multinational corporation who does this stuff, and, who is very well known. So everybody would pick up on it eventually. But of course, we are probably not at the point yet where that is really relevant, and this is really relevant discussion. But it just makes it just a little difficult, or a little more, let's say, not necessarily difficult, but makes you have to use a little bit more energy and wisdom when you are trying to discuss like a space game with somebody who might be even a gamer, but just not into space games. Because if you mention a ship, like I already talked about, if you mention just the word ship, what is everybody gonna think about? Right? They're going to think about a ship which travels on water, not a ship which travels in space. So that's basically my discussion for today. Give me some words and whatnot. If you watch this video, post it in the comments section below. What kind of a word would you use, right? Of course, that probably just invited a whole lot of, hey, I'm going to call it a that thing bot or whatever, and so on. This is like, yeah, this is internet after all. But I mean, come on, there might be very serious ideas there which could actually be very good as well. Thank you very much for watching. I think I'm done talking about this topic, but give it some thought yourself if you listen this through. Like, is this something we would finally want to have? I think so. Especially makes it so much easier for our space game communities. Like, we could just call them whatever they are, you know? Anyway, thank you very much for watching.